They tell me that they have sworn an oath to bring freedom to this country and topple the regime. That's the words of the local coordinating committees of Syria, which are keeping all the protest movement in touch. And they tell me they believe they really can win the fight for Syria's future, as they call it. They're one of the main groups that sort of network the opposition here. So it's a powerful voice representing certainly many of those out on the streets. And they feel they've finally broken the fear of demonstrating. In other words, they no longer feel totally intimidated by the repression which they claim is put upon them by President Assad's security forces out on the streets. And they have called on the government to stop its violence and withdraw tanks and troops from the cities across the country if there's to be any chance of talks at all. And they say, freedom. They want their dignity, they want an end to corruption, an end to injustice, and they want an end, politically, to a single-party state. And all this comes as Hillary Clinton speaks out this morning, the US Secretary of State, very strongly attacking the government here. She says the Syrian regime must start reforms or face more organized opposition. She's warning that, as she says, time is running out. They cannot simply continue with a double talk of negotiations and national dialogue in the south while tanks being on the streets of the cities in the north. It doesn't make sense. And intriguingly, she said she was disheartened by reports of violence on the streets of the country, particularly in Aleppo, where demonstrators, she says, have been beaten, attacked with knives by government-organized groups and security forces. This is the second city of Aleppo, and it appears to be a direct reference to my colleague Robert Nisbet's latest report there. He is the first foreign broadcaster, Western broadcaster, to actually see trouble on the streets of Aleppo.